Okay, let's look at Oracle navigation. We're here at the home page. We're logging in with our username and password. This is the same way to log in to Oracle every time you come to this screen. And just again, put in your username and password and you'll be brought to the Oracle eBusiness Suite home page, as we can see there. And we're logged in as our username. In this case it's me, Upcar Takar. And here's our main menu of responsibilities at the Oracle Applications home page, and there's a whole list here depending on what your role is. For example, OU Purchasing Super User or Receivables Manager, that's for the Philippines, and this is the same for the UK Receivables Manager, for example. So we can have responsibilities for different countries. Let's expand the General Ledger for the UK to see what's in the main menu there. And we can see there's journals, budgets, all the way to setup. If we expand on journals, we'll see more submenus, for example, how to enter journals and posting journals. And if we wanted to, we could launch Journal Wizard. Just seeing that the icons are a bit different between enter and launch Journal Wizard. Where it's enter at the moment, that'll take us to a core form. So I just want to open up Oracle now. Now I've clicked on Journals Enter, and we'll see a couple of other windows open up, and don't close them when you're in the application. Keep all these windows open, and it may take a moment or two for the windows to open. And this now brings us to the Oracle main navigator. So we're in the applications now. This is for General Ledger. Just close a couple of windows down. So within General Ledger, in the main navigator, so this is for the UK Primary Ledger, General Ledger Super User, we've got various functions. And now I want to also see what instance I'm in, and I'm in the Oracle Business Accelerator instance. And we have menus just like we do in Excel and Word, for example. So we could do file print or file exit. Got some edit all the way to view, folder tools, window, and help. So be familiar with those. We can use those for different purposes. But let's expand the journals function, and we can see we can go to journals enter, and if I wanted to, I could take that over to my top 10 list by clicking that arrow just there, add to list, and take me to my top 10 list. So that would always be there, so I can just quickly click that if I logged in instead of having to expand all the time. So let's open up that, let's go to journals enter, and we'll just click find. And what we're looking to do here is to find all journals that have been created on the system, and we'll have a little look into them and see if we can drill down. So we can see there are different statuses. Some are posted, some are unposted, coming from various sources, because General Ledger is our central responsibility. This is for cost management, for example, but we can also see some journals coming in from payables, it's accounts payables, and this category is for purchase invoices, and it's for June 2014. It's got its own unique batch name and journal name. We can see that the currency is in pounds and the amount is for 89,450. That's the debits and credits we can see there. That's fine. I also have an icon toolbar which we can use, going all the way from entering a new record all the way to clearing a record. We can see edit, attachments and folder tools. So we can see these icons being used throughout the series of these videos. So for now, let's have a look at one of these journals and let's inquire on it. So I'm clicking on Review Journal, and here's the journal that we clicked on from the line there. I can see it's a purchase invoice, and it's a journal that was imported from the UK Primary Ledger for June the 14th. The type of that journal is it's an actual journal, and it was for a purchase invoice from the 30th of June, within pounds as well. That's the currency we're working in. So these top fields are the header of the journal. If you go to the journal lines now, we can see an account code combination, and if we open up that, what we're interested in this account code combination, which is fairly concise, is company, cost center, account, intercompany, and we can see a future as well. So those are the accounting fields that are of interest to us. So if we drill down now on that account code combination to see the associated transaction to that, we'll see now Oracle will then navigate us to what that transaction. And I want to view the journal entry lines, for that particular account code combination which related to a transaction from payables. And what we're going to do in a second is now drill down and view that transaction. Yes, please, I'd like to view that transaction. And here we go, we're now taken from GL journals, which we just viewed on, and we're now going to see the actual transaction open up now. So that will be in core Oracle Forms, which will appear any moment, and we can then see what that transaction was. Yes, and it's taken us to the accounts payables invoice workbench for the UK, and we can see the title there as well, and we can see that the operating unit is for the UK, and it's a standard invoice. It's been matched to a purchase order for our supplier ClearCase. Let's just open up. You can just slide across to see the supplier name. You can see the supplier amount as well. There's a unique invoice number. You can see that when this record was created, it was created by Utakar on the 24th of June. So we can get a bit more of a record history seeing it was last created. And yeah, so we're dealing in pounds. We can see the amount, we can see the GL date. There's lots of information here. You can see that the terms date was net 30, could have been immediate. Payment method, how we're going to pay our supplier, it's going to be by check. Yeah, okay. So happy with the invoice header there, giving us lots of information. And we can have a look at the tabs area, and we can have a look at an overall summary. We can see that this invoice has been paid in pounds, that it was validated and it was accounted for as well. If we wanted to see further information, we can drill down on the line information here, and the line information will tell us that it was an invoice matched to purchase order, and that purchase order had two lines, one line there, the second line there. Interestingly, the amount on each line is almost the same, 44,950 and 49,440. And what was it for? It's for crystal case, iPhone cases. And let's scroll across. Again, lots of information, telling us more that it's an inventory item and giving us more on the item description. Some information about the asset book also. Where the items were shipped to for UK manufacturing, and that they were goods. It could have also been services. In this case, we're dealing with goods. So that's pretty much it for the invoice workbench. If we wanted to see the payments overview, we can see that this was paid by check on the 24th of June for the total amount. Let's have a look at the payment overview. Give us more information, let us know how it was paid. Okay, it's paid in pounds, 89,450. It was a quick payment. We paid ClearCase, and this was the bank that we remitted to. That's HSBC UK, and we paid them by check. Good. So we can scroll across the payments window to get a bit more information to see that we paid ClearCase in the Philippines through the UK bank account by check. Okay, that's good for the header. Just scrolling across now for completion. Okay, and so let's move back. We can go from navigate to other forms we've already opened through Windows, and we can go back to the general ledger now. So we're back in the journals, viewing the journals that we originally drilled the transaction on. And if we wanted to, there's more functionality here to drill down and see the T accounts for the particular journal line. If you are a traditional type of accountant and that's important to you, you can see the debits and the credits for that particular journal line in this particular view. There's also a different type of view you can have, which is more Oracle centric, which is to view on the account code combination, as we can see there, and see the debits and credits against that account code combination. if that's what you would want to do. So there's two ways of viewing the transaction. If you want to see the accounting information, either in the traditional T accounts where against the account code combination, or as we saw earlier, we can even drill down and have a look at the associated transaction also. So let's change and go back to the main navigator, which is where we're here at the moment for general ledger, and we can change responsibility if we want. So I can move from general ledger to any other responsibility by clicking on the black hat, and we could go to the payables manager for the UK, and that's fine. So we can see we've now changed the payables manager. You saw that change there in the main navigator bar. So now I want to go to the invoice workbench. So I'll go to invoices, entry, invoices. This will take me to the main invoice workbench for AP, which is what I'm interested in. We're now in the main invoice workbench, and we can see here a number of transactions which have already been entered. They could be standard, or they could be expense reports for employees, for example. And we can scroll right for more fuller information. We can see these invoices are matched to purchase order. They could also be matched to receipt or invoice, depending on how you want to work. Just seeing the payment terms here are immediate in this example. We can pay by cheque. This is an expense report, so we saw employee there. Okay, so that's the header. If I wanted to see the line items, what I'm interested in here is, so these are the line items for the employee expense report, and I can see there are two lines, one for £80 and one for £20. And let's see what they relate to. Well, we've got an account code combination here, as we've seen before, and what does it relate to? The important thing I'm after is account there. So one of them was for mileage, and let's see what the other account code combination was for. Look at the distribution account code combination here, and yep, so that was for travel and airfare. So one's for mileage, one's for airfare. 80 and 20 for £100 in total for this employee expense. And scroll a bit more right for information, and yeah, you can see it was for mileage and for meals, so for subsistence also. That's pretty much it for the lines information. So we could change responsibility again if we wanted to, and to have a look at anything else. But that's pretty much it for our overview for now. So thank you for listening, and there'll be more later. So see you soon.